We knew we wanted to get a new kitchen but hadn't done one before, so literally I went onto social media locally and just said, can anybody recommend a good local kitchen fitter, because we do like to use local companies. MAS Kuchen came up, not heard of them, thought we'd go and have a look, and we were really impressed. First and foremost, it was the person we dealt with. The way she dealt with us was fantastic, and she really proved that she'd listened to everything that we'd said. So I think that made us want to take a bit more time with them. And then actually when they came back with the design and then the quote, we were really impressed compared with what others had come back with, and price comparison was fantastic. So we kind of had an idea, but we just literally said, this is our budget, this is what we want, you know your product, what comes in. And when she came back with this, it was that we exceeded our expectations for what we could afford. And the other thing I was really impressed with is when we decided this, and we had lots and lots of 3D pictures taken to us, so we were showing people saying, this is what our kitchen's going to be like, and this is going to sound really strange, but when it was all done and finished, I was like, wow, it looks exactly like the pictures. And I shouldn't have been, but I was. It's like, wow, because we'd fallen in love with these pictures of this kitchen, and then actually when it goes, oh my gosh, it's exactly like the pictures, we absolutely love it. So that was really good. You did a really, really good job on it. I mean, dealing with MAS was brilliant from the first time when we had a few Zoom calls with Lana, and then the couple of appointments we had to go into the showroom and meet with Lana and also with Marco. Queries we had, any email questions, any changes, it was so good. A lot of it was done over email, but it was very quick, it was very responsive. The odd phone call, couldn't fault it, never had to wait for a reply or chase on anything, it was always sorted. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend them, and I have, and I think it's the quality and the value for money. I think people think if you go to a small local bespoke kitchen service, you're adding money to what it's going to cost. And it's not. We went to a couple of the larger ones that local builders all tend to use, and the prices were very comparable, but the quality was nowhere near. I never realised I would understand what was the difference between quite a light kitchen door and a decent kitchen door. But yeah, so I wouldn't hesitate. And I'd also say to people, there's nothing wrong in just going and having a chat and getting a quote. And if you tell them the budget, they'll design a kitchen within your budget. You don't have to have silly money. But I think there is that perception, if you're going to a small bespoke type kitchen place, it's going to be expensive, and it's not. So I would recommend anybody just at least to have a chat.